Hi, I'm Angela Ryder. Thanks for joining me. Every time there's like a big transit, celestial event, or some other moment of collective focus, like Lionsgate, etc., there's this amplified message that comes with it. Like, you need to hop on this and do the thing, follow the ritual, or whatever it is, or you're going to miss out on something. And I want to offer a different perspective. In these moments of collective focus, there may be an opportunity for you to participate in a much simpler way. And also, it's completely fine if you don't want to participate. Not everything is going to be your thing. So, the Lion's Gate, eclipses, solstices, equinoxes, full moons, new moons, Samhain, the Day of the Dead, all of these are moments when a significant portion of human attention and intention focuses on a theme or the same point in time. So when that collective focus is amplified, the field is amplified. When many people are directing their awareness and intention and energy towards the same moment and themes, it's the energetic signal around that moment gets stronger. And that's just what happens when the energy of attention concentrates. So your spirit team and higher self are always working with you. But in this amplified field of time, there's like extra cosmic juice available to work with, more signal, more collective support, more potential for what you're asking for or ready to release or get things to move. It's like the field is more accessible or more receptive than usual. And that's the real opportunity there. And you don't need to follow a ritual or partake in group work unless you want to. The ritual or the group work can be really supportive, but they're not necessary in order to tap into that collective field. You don't have to participate in every collective moment either, because not every transit or event really has something in it for you. If a particular date or transit doesn't pull your attention and feel like something's percolating, just move on. Don't worry about it. But if you do feel drawn to one, just pay attention to that. The pull itself is a signal that these particular energies have something for you right now. And when you feel it, use the framework of that event as a gateway to focus your attention and engage in the amplified field. And I'm just going to share a few questions that you can use or adapt to tap into the amplified field on your own. So these are the questions that you can use for self-inquiry at any time. But if you're feeling pulled to a particular collective energy moment or focus, you can use them to tap in and ride that amplified wave. And if you follow astrology or other spiritual practices, you can use and focus the questions in alignment with those themes. You know, if you look at Lionsgate, there's certain things that go with that. If there's a certain transit or eclipse or solstice or equinox, you can use that framework for these questions. But it's more important to pay attention to what's coming up for you, but you can use that context. So the first thing you want to ask is, okay, well, what's going on right now? What's most on my heart or in my mind? And the first thing that comes up might be something that you think you should be working on. And note that it might be a conditioning thought. So just note it and then try to feel in a little bit deeper with that. What's been percolating underneath that you've actually been avoiding, or that's probably something that really needs to move. So you can use this amplified time to get to that issue, and especially if it's one that could really use some cosmic lubricant, this is a time to really get in there and kind of pry it up and allow it to be seen and acknowledged. And then the next question you can ask is, okay, what am I ready to release? I mean, this could be related to what's on your heart and mind, but it also could be something you've been carrying that you know is not yours anymore. Like it's a pattern that is a habit or something that you picked up from somebody else, a belief, a relationship dynamic, or just an old story or the way you're identifying. I mean, you don't have to plan what comes after. Just name what you feel like is ready to go. And that can be loosened up too. And then the next is like, what am I asking to receive? Be specific. Clarity on a particular question is always really good. So be clear with what you're asking to receive. Support for something you're going through, or support for opening up in an area that's felt stuck. The more specific your ask, the more focused that channel of energy can work for you. And then this is kind of like that reciprocal connection to the collective, which is ask, what can I offer to the collective? So this is, if everybody's putting something out and focusing, this is your part of completing that circuit. You've received support and energy from the amplified field, and now you're offering something back. And it can be as simple as just a small act or an intention, like setting it out there in an intention for peace or healing, or for others who are struggling, or even offer up your willingness to be a clear channel for any good that wants to move through you. And you don't have to know specifically right at this moment what form it takes. Just offer it up with the intention that you are willing to give this energy. And this final part makes this whole time more of an activation in the amplified field, rather than just going through the thought processes of answering the questions. So this one is, ask yourself, what is the one step I'm willing to take right now? So like, this is you diving in and riding that energy wave. Like, you don't have to wait for when the conditions are perfect. Choose the one concrete thing that you're willing to do while the field is amplified and you and your spirit team are focused on it, and name it. It doesn't have to be big, although it might feel like it. You know, maybe it's a big conversation you've been avoiding, or maybe it's just making a decision about what you've been avoiding. You can choose to start something or stop something. You can say no to something or yes to something. It can be small, but name it, and then ask your spirit team to support you in taking that action, and let the collective energy amplify and support you on that journey and taking that step. Taking action is what moves you from just a reflective practice into that collective wave of energy. Do it. And to wrap things up, paying attention to what's pulling you into these collective moments, it's good to think about it like, is it fear of missing out, or do you actually feel called to tap into this collective moment because you're drawn to the theme of it? You don't have to participate in every transit or event, especially if it feels meh, there's no juice in it for you. But if you do want to tap into that collective energy moment, you can look up what energies or themes people are focusing on and put things into context. And if a ritual or group energy work isn't your thing, the questions I shared are a way that you can get into that collective energy and just make it your own. If this resonated, I'd love to hear what came up for you in the comments. If you feel like there's a lot of fear of missing out hype going on, and if you would, if you're tired of thinking you have to jump on everything, I'd like to hear about it. And if you'd like any support with what surfaced, sessions are available and the link is in the description. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for being here.